excuse me, pardon me, I'm a nurse, I gotta get to the front. Hi, can I place an order to go pronto? Yeah, of course, but our line actually starts all the way back there, so I'll get to you after all these people. Oh, no, see, I'm a nurse, so my orders usually get, expedited. Oh, I'm sorry, we don't do that here. Oh, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm a nurse, so maybe, write that down somewhere so you don't forget. I need a large coffee to go now. Okay, we don't do that here, so you're gonna have to get to the back of the line. Are you not hearing me? I'm a medical staff. Okay, I got it, you're a nurse, I heard you, but you still have to wait your turn like everyone else. I can't wait in this long line. I gotta get to my job at the hospital where I'm a nurse and I save lives. If someone dies, it's gonna be on you. Huh, I'm sorry. I guess next time you better get here earlier. Would you say that to a doctor? Yes. Would you say that to a police officer? Still yes. So I need a large coffee to go, so. Do you realize 4 more people already got in line? And for the name, you can put nurse. I think everyone will know it's my order. I haven't seen your videos in a while. Are you okay? It's funny you should ask because no. And I know this is gonna be weird because I never talk about my personal life, but here we are. We're gonna talk about it because this is very stressful and I am in a situation where I am about to scream and rip my own hair out. Yay. So long story short, this is about my dog, Ellie, who just turned 1 a couple weeks ago. And currently right now she has been staying in the hospital at the vet for 3 nights. I believe this is her 3rd or 4th day. Not sure when we'll be able to take her home. Things are not great right this second. And about a month ago, she broke her toe. And this was the beginning to my nightmare. She has been in and out of the vet 20 times, I swear to God, in the last month. We are there every single day. Every single time we hit a point where we're like, okay, this toe has been fixed a little bit. It's gotten worse. It's gotten to the point where we've had surgery, and that is now something I regret because I feel like that made it worse. To be honest, it was our choice to leave her there. They didn't make us, and I could go get her at any point, but her foot is in such a awful shape and continuing to get awful that having her here seems more of a hazard. I feel like she should be at the hospital, but that is like torture. It has been torturous for everybody. Just basically, to keep this really, really fast, we tried to do a cast option with her. It was supposed to be 8 weeks that she was going to be sedated and like kept in a really small confined area with a cone on. And we got through about a week of that, and it was just absolutely torture for her, for us. She was breaking the cast every other day and she was barely even moving on it. So I was like, we can't do this for 8 weeks. This isn't going to work. What's our next option? And that's where we got to surgery. One surgery option was to just have the fracture fixed, like put a nail in it, and she would still be sedated for 8 weeks, have to be in that cast. Other option would be to just cut off a piece of that toe, and supposedly she was gonna be back to normal, walking, no problems, not even in a splint, like in a week. Here we are a week later, and it is worse than I've ever seen it. I'm just gonna apologize now if you have a weak stomach. I'm gonna try not go into a lot of detail about this, but in the time that she got home from surgery and the time we were supposed to bring her back for them to check in on it, maybe like 3 days, the stitches burst because her foot was so swollen, and somehow an infection has developed. Well, that we think. We're actually waiting for a culture to come back, which should be back hopefully today, to see if there's an infection, and they're waiting to see if there's an infection so they don't sew her back up if there is one. So it's just sitting there, exposed, bust open. The piece of skin that was sewn on has died and fallen off. It was blown in the breeze, and now it is off. On top of all of this, there's stuff going on in my family. Our AC broke, so we just slept in 85 degrees in this house when it was 74 outside. I would have slept outside, but there's bugs, okay? I'm not sleeping in the bugs. It has literally been one thing after the other that has just somehow been escalated and worse, and we're at a point now where we have spent so much money. Like I said in another video, I lost all of my rats this year. Like, they all grew old and died at the same time, which I'm grateful for in a way, but also like, can I have a break? So yes, I have been kind of weird about filming. It's been either too hot in this house, or I've been in tears, or at the vet, or just can't think straight. So I do apologize for that. I know that there is a lot going on in the world. I know that there's a lot of things that are just negative right now, and I don't want to add to that. I don't mean to be coming on here and bitching. I did just want to update you simply, 1, because somebody asked, and 2, because I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of winging it every single day, and it's terrifying and very scary, and I'm honestly terrified where we're gonna go from here with Ellie. I can't believe I got through this without crying, to be honest. I've also been trying to learn how to do my own acrylic nails, so don't look at them. They're hideous. Because that's important right now. Thank you if you're still here listening. Thank you for caring. I'm sure if you're still listening, you care to an extent. So if you've been through anything like this, or if you kind of have any insight, any sort of kindness or just positive thoughts would be appreciated. And I know Ellie would appreciate it. So that's my life. Thank you so much for, what is that Hillary Duff thing? I don't know. I'm trying to be funny and it's not working.
No, I don't think you understand. I'm obsessed.
Now, if you have any questions about any of the cars on the lot, I'd be happy to help. Okay. Can anyone help me? Yep, I'm here to help. Can I see the cars? The cars are all around us, actually. All of these are for sale, and actually, if we want to look in this direction... Sorry, not interested. Oh, did you have a particular car in mind? Yes. Great. Well, if you let me know which one, we can grab the keys and take a look at it. Brown. Do you remember the model? Loud horn. Great. You know, all of the cars on our lot do have working horns, thankfully. No. Okay, well, are you shopping for personal use or a work vehicle? Probably for driving. Do you travel a lot? What? Well, how about we take a look around and get a feel for what you're looking for? We can start. Is your shift almost over? Excuse me? I said, where are the trucks? Trucks? Yeah, you know what? Yes, we have trucks. We have plenty of them over here. Do any of them have the canoes? You know, not currently attached, but you can definitely fit a canoe. I'll take the canoe. You know, we actually don't sell canoes. They don't come with the trucks, but that would be cool though. 2 for 1. What? 2 canoes for the price of a truck. No, nope. No. I need one that's fast. The truck or the canoe? Save your questions for the canoe cruise. Yeah, well, why don't we go inside? We can take a look at the computer. 1 canoe, please. Okay, yeah, nope, can't do that, though. Canoe who? You. Great. You know what? Let me introduce you to my coworker right over here. Maybe he can help you a little bit further. I'll just ride in the canoe. Get out of the truck. Can I get 2 tickets for the movie? What movie? A Bug's Life. Oh, I'm sorry, that movie's not playing at this theater. And 3 popcorns, no corn. Oh, actually, you buy candy over there, but we don't have A Bug's Life tickets. That's okay, I'll just sit in the front. That's not the problem, we're not sold out, we just simply don't have that movie playing. Okay. Did you want to see another movie? Mean Girls just came out. Are there any bugs? Probably not. I don't think it does. When will A Bug's Life be available? You know, I'm not sure, but I bet they do have it on Disney Plus. Sorry, I don't do math. No, Disney Plus is not an equation, it's an app. When does the movie start? You haven't purchased a movie ticket. Unfortunately, I have an appointment. Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry we didn't have what you were looking for here. So, have a nice day. There's an ant on you. Ew. It looks like there are bugs here. Goodbye. Bye. Finally, there's someone in charge that actually knows what they're doing. And what is it that he's doing for you? He's fixing things. He's making sure that people like you don't get to walk around and be woke all the time. Right, but how is that benefiting you? He's making me feel safe in my own country again, thank goodness. You feel safe in a country where the man running it is actively trying to change the Constitution to benefit himself and hates half the country, so he's trying to take away their rights? Including yours. He hates you, by the way. Does that not bother you? Yeah, whatever. He's just letting you people know that we're taking our country back, and you're crying about it. You're so upset. Taking your country back from what? From the agenda. Safe from feeling like I have to care about all of these things that are just ridiculous. Oh, you mean like people's rights and like the environment and kids' safety? Oh, here we go again. Wokeness. Why don't you go educate yourself? Go do your research, LOL. Isn't it a little ironic to bring up education at this point, considering your daddy Trump's trying to get rid of it and you guys are out here supporting him? This is your problem. You guys get so upset about things that aren't important. Well, that's because there are real issues in the world that we do care about, and he's focused on paper straws and making his birthday a holiday. Oh, are you crying because your rights are being taken away? I can't get an abortion every day. Okay, you're not listening. You guys never listen. This is not a real conversation, so what the fuck is the point? You have blue hair.
Okay, let's talk about the Runaway series. So, I'm gonna address this one last time. Now, I know this was kind of an abrupt ending. There was no actual defining end to the story. There was no closure. It was just so sudden and really no explanation for what happened. To be honest, I don't really have a good, exciting explanation or reason. Besides, I really just didn't enjoy doing it anymore. It was taking up so much time to film and edit and write and act out. I just called it quits, and I've found more enjoyment in creating other content. And I kind of tried to circle back and bring in like the toxic mom, kind of keep it on topic of what people were enjoying about the Runaway series, minus the actual characters themselves. And that story in itself was very possibly triggering and traumatic, I think. Like, it was really dark, and I just want to move away from that. I feel like if I bring these characters back, even if it's just for one video or a few videos, people are gonna get excited, thinking they're gonna come back, or people that have no idea who these characters are gonna be so confused. So it's kind of just been too long at this point that I don't even really want to bring them back. I'm not even sure, to be honest, if I have the costumes for them anymore. It might have ended up in one of my purge. There was a few times where I felt like I was like, yes, it's coming, you know, I am gonna do it, I just need a break, and I just never came back to it, and that's not cool. You know, communication is a cool thing, and I wasn't using that. So overall, I'm trying to steer away from portraying such negative people. I thank you for asking, because I know a lot of people have, and this prompted me to actually answer this question: what are my dogs doing? I love taking new ideas. I love hearing your stories. Just gonna leave it at that. So no more Amberjack and Lily John, RIP, except they're not dead. They're out there in spirit. In terms of putting them in a video, they will be no more. Yes, I did see that. Apparently I hurt the vice president's feelings. So you're not allowed to give your opinion on the vice president, or you'll get a strike on your account. I'm gonna show you what I'm seeing on my end when it comes to having to approve comments, because I just sat here for 10 minutes approving hundreds of comments that were not violating anything. They were just simply giving their opinion about the ban or the orange man. I've never had to do this before with any video, this amount of comments. Like, this doesn't even make sense. This doesn't even make sense. These are comments that are literally just giving their opinion. This is freedom of speech that is being blocked. Like, they literally took this app and did something to it and then gave it back to us. Look at this. Like, this is fucking crazy. Been on this app for 5 years, never seen this shit. Shit's getting weird. Remember, there's also a lot of rumors and misinformation, and this app is no longer trustworthy, so fuck.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but if you're describing someone by their race or religion or culture, and in the same breath saying that you can't be bothered to learn how to pronounce their name because it's too difficult, you're not being aware, cognizant, nor accepting of other people's culture. The left is so close to realizing that government is the problem. Okay, I'm just gonna skip past that and say that maybe this isn't a left versus right thing. Of course it is. Everything in this country is left versus right. Yeah, exactly, and that's the problem. We've spent so much time arguing about stupid shit like, I don't know, a lesbian M&M instead of what's actually right in front of us that's affecting all of us. What exactly did health insurance companies do wrong? They're upfront about their policy and they need to make money somehow. They are a business. So they were capable of making billions of dollars off of our health, yet they turn around and tell us that they can't cover, what, basic asthma medication? Well, Trump is not going to single you out because you're out here defending billionaires. He's not going to Venmo you $1 billion or give you some like golden healthcare that'll make you live forever, okay? They don't care about us, all of us. I don't expect anyone to just Venmo me. You have to work hard in this country and not be lazy, and that's how you get to the top. Systemic inequality and nepotism defeat that argument. Whatever, there's way better ways to get a message across. People have been talking about this forever. It's just no one was listening, and the 1% benefited from that. But now people are listening. Well, hey, so the whole point of this is that we don't want to argue. This isn't a left versus right thing, you versus me. It's us versus them. It always has been.